I realized last week, well, that I have neglected to tell people what Reset is. Some people that I've met, because it's name dropping for me. Name dropping is something I've never liked, but I just, because I'm like, when somebody says somebody's name, I'm supposed to know that person. What if I don't know who they're talking about? Then that really doesn't mean much to me. And I think that's what happens when I mention Reset, because some people don't know what Reset is, but I mention it. I just drop the name. I just say it. It's such a big deal in my life that I mention it without explaining it to let people. So I kind of want to do an intro, like what is Reset. I want to do like an intro video. I mean, I've done it before, but I think I should do another one because it's been a long time, and I just mentioned it. So I'm going to go back a little bit of history for Reset history, like 2012-ish. The founder of Reset, Jeremy Abdel, Dubs. He's an active member of Guts Church. He was a leader. He was a leader of the kids building at the time. So when I met him, he was leading the kids, but he was, for lack of a better word, he was fat, and I didn't realize that. I don't know. I mean, because it wasn't something I really paid attention to. I realized later that big change. But what happened in I think it was 2012, something around there. He got into fitness. He did CrossFit. He did a lot of CrossFit, and he was eating right, and he was working out. And in 9 months, he lost like 80 pounds. And people at church were asking him, how'd you do it? What'd you do? And he would tell people, and it wouldn't sink in, it wouldn't help people, because you can tell people all you want, but to actually do it, and that was the problem. He said I can tell you all day, but I can't do it for you. So he started he'd invite guys to meet him at the church 3 or 4 times a week, and he would just work out with them for half an hour or something like that. And that became Reset, because he kind of standardized it. The 4-day a week, you come 4 days a week, and if you miss, you pay. If you don't miss, you don't pay. It's a 12-week commitment. There's some kind of mathematical thing. In 3 weeks, you make a bad habit. In 3 months, you break a bad habit, or something mathematical. That's why it was 12 weeks, because that's 3 months. And if you missed, it was $20. And in the 12-week session, you can miss 1 day. You get one freebie. Well, it's kind of evolved. Now there's an option of a 3-day or 4-day program. The 3-day program, you don't get a freebie day, and it's $30 if you miss. I started off 2.5 years ago. I started in Reset. Wasn't the first session. It was probably the 3rd or 4th session that he did. I started off with the 4-day program. And what he does now, he does a women's and a men's. So the men and women aren't together. Because that creates a weird, squirrel. It's not good. So men and women are separate. I started with the 4-day week program, and I've switched to a 3-day week commitment because I've got I'm just too busy, and soon he's going to go to just mornings only, and the only mornings I can do it are Friday morning and Saturday morning, because my work schedule. So for a while, I don't know how my commitment's going to change. Anyway, this is how reset works. There is stretching at the beginning. We jog it out for about a minute, and then we stretch. He's changed it. There for a while, it was the same things every day. Now it's the same things every day, but it's different than the ones before. But there's give or take about 10 minutes of stretching. Then we do plyos. Plyos is down and back. Now the inside the junior high, it's the junior high, basically youth group at I guess church. It's the junior high building. There's an indoor soccer field, and that's where we typically do reset, is in that on that turf. And so the down and back, that's from one end of the turf to the other end of the turf. And it's plyos are broken down into running, forwards and backwards, side to side, skipping, high knees. There are different movements that are part of plyos. That's normal. Then we take about a minute or two break, and then we do the workout. Now the workout ranges between 50 and 20 minutes. Is usually there's usually a time cap, and it can vary quite a bit. Different things, weights or cardio, or sometimes we have to bring in equipment. Sometimes we are the equipment. Like today, we were the equipment. So I'll give an example of what today was. 2 laps around the building, the outside of the building, and that's 5 laps is roughly a mile, so 2 laps is whatever, third of a mile, or whatever, maybe a little over a third. Then you come in. It was 10 burpees, 10 sit-ups, 9 burpees, 9 sit-ups, down to 1, and then run 2 more laps. And I did it in over 20 minutes because it was probably 22 minutes or something. 21 maybe, because when I came in they were doing the cool down stretching. So, but I was able to finish the workout, which is a big deal to me because when I started 2.5 years ago, I could not finish a workout. And my speed hasn't increased a whole lot. It has a little bit, but mostly my endurance. That's what I like to say. Is my endurance has increased because I'm able to do more for longer than I was then. And that's important, and that's one of the reasons why I started Reset was to be an active father, not just show up and say hi, and when the girls say I'm gonna go outside to play, I could go out and play with them. They don't play as much, but they do go out, when we run, and we every once in a while we go to the park, and my girls, even though they're teenagers, they like to play on the playground sometimes, and I can play with them. 2.5 years ago, I couldn't play on them. I would get out of breath too easily. So that's one of the reasons why I do Reset. Just it changes my makeup. But there are more reasons. Confidence is a big deal, because when you become physically confident in something, it spills over to the rest of your life. And that's changed my personality. It's made me a stronger person because I'm more confident in myself physically. I got my balance back for a long time. I still have this crazy vertigo problem, but it's squirrel. Later. There's my intro to what Reset is. I could talk more about what it is to me and what it does, because Reset is such a big deal in my life. But I won't talk more in this form.